Hello, hello and welcome to the first of our LAW Insights video series for London Arbitration Week. My name is Marie Sparks. I'm the Head of Marketing, Business Development and Communications at the London Court of International Arbitration, and I'm also a member of the London Arbitration Week Committee. With the inaugural week commencing in, I think, a mere 40 days, I'm delighted to be joined by two leading figures in the London arbitral community to discuss what they think will make London Arbitration Week so special. So today I'm joined by Peter Ashford, independent arbitrator and one of 3 directors of LAW, and a colleague of mine, Kevin Nash, who is the Director General at the LCIA. It's really great to see you both, and thanks for everyone who is joining us live. So I'll start with Peter. As founder and director of LAW, can you give us some insight into why you felt London needed a dedicated arbitration week?
Well, thank you, Marie, and thank you to the LCIA for all the support that they've given us so far, both from Kevin and Kevin releasing Marie to leave her day job and come and help out at law. It's been a great pleasure working with you, and you've put a huge amount of effort in. So the idea is a little over a year old, and a number of us thought about the concept. We went out to the market informally, just asking people at other conferences and other events whether they thought there was room in the market for it. And we got an overwhelming response that the market would want this. So that's what we're doing. And it's an opportunity to gather the global arbitration community together, to celebrate, to talk about the issues that are facing us. And the theme this year that we've chosen is the rule of law, which I think is particularly appropriate given geopolitical events as they're occurring around the world. We wanted to reinforce London as the world's preferred arbitration seat, and as a venue, in addition to being a seat, as a venue, it's got excellent facilities, excellent support, both from the courts and the arbitration community, whether it's experts or transcribers or translators, and all the infrastructure that we need for an arbitration. And lastly, to sort of celebrate English law, which is the most popular law that underpins an awful lot of global commerce around the world. So those are really our objectives, and we're set for, I think, a fantastic week.
Great. And Kevin, so since your move to London, you've been a strong champion of organising and activating the London arbitration community. Why were you so keen for the LCIA to get involved in LAW?
Thanks, Marie, and it's good to see you in this avatar as part of London Arbitration Week rather than LCIA. I mean, we really owe a debt of gratitude to Peter and many of the others that have been working on this. And the way that I look at it is London is London. There are a lot of arbitration weeks in the world, but only in London do you have an ecosystem really big enough to support multiple weeks. So we're all very excited about it. And from an institutional standpoint, when I arrived in London, what I really wanted to do was operationalize and activate the community. The bench strength here, the depth of talent in London is really unlike anywhere else in the world. So London is already the leading seat of arbitration in the world. English law is used in nearly half of cross-border contracts. And from an institutional standpoint, we want to be at the front of that. Institutions are now the thought leaders in arbitration. We don't want to be spectators. We want to be actively involved. And I think for Peter, Marie, for all of us at LCIA, we also want to be really welcoming to the arbitration community at large. Part of it is being able to come up and see London as a venue for arbitration, to be able to walk around IDRC, to see the power of London and the strength of all of the council, barristers, solicitors, experts, arbitrator, judges, all in one place in London. And I was particularly heartened to see all of the other institutions that are serving as supporting organizations for London Arbitration Week, because we want to have everyone here, because it's kind of like all arbitration roads lead to London. So London Arbitration Week is very, very much consistent with the ethos that I've tried to bring to LCIA, and we're all very excited about it.
Thanks, Kevin. And obviously, Peter, Lots of planning has gone into the week, and I've got a little bit of an insight into how that's been going. We've secured some really big names for the flagship conference as well. Lots of delegates will be very, very familiar with how arbitration weeks run across the globe. How will our event be both familiar to those delegates, but also slightly unique? What do you have planned?
Well, I won't give away all the secrets. Otherwise, people will know what's coming, and be like the odd surprise. But I think that the huge thing, as Kevin has said, is London will be welcoming to the global arbitration community. We want to celebrate, and that's part of it. Have some fun, meet up with old friends, make some new friends. There's going to be some great events where all that can be done. But equally, there's some serious work to be done, and some networking. As you said, we're very fortunate to have some fantastic patrons. So we've got Dame Elizabeth Gloucester, Paula Hodges KC, Sir Bernard Eder, and Toby Landau KC. I was delighted when they all said yes to the invitation to be patrons. We're blessed. At the flagship event, we've got a keynote address by Professor Stavros Bergoulouris, who is a renowned global speaker and commentator on matters arbitration. We've got some great venues in the city, so some real classic places. We've got the Guildhall and Merchant Taylors Hall that we're using on the Wednesday and Monday respectively, and the LCIA has secured Royal Society of Arts House in John Adams Street, again a classic London icon. So visitors will see all these great places. And at the Guildhall, they can even see the outline of the old Colosseum in the paving in the courtyard. So things like that really reflect the history of London and the great things that we do here. We've got some great speakers and sessions, all of which are available on the law website. Some really exciting stuff, I think, and really thought-provoking. The LCIA, as we've said, has got its Tylney in Town event on the Friday. The CIArb have got the Alexander Lecture and a reception afterwards on the Thursday. The IDRC, the great facility for hearings, has its 25th birthday party on the Wednesday evening. GAR are doing their event, Women in Arbitration, which is a great subject, on the Monday. And we've got leading universities celebrating the academic study of arbitration on the Friday in parallel with the LCIA. So, I mean, that's just a fantastic lineup. And if you add to that the law firms and barristers' chambers and experts and others who are organizing events on the Tuesday and Thursday, it's going to be a packed program. I tried to curate my own week about what I was going to do. And it's really an enviable choice about which event to go to. There's just great options throughout the week on the Tuesday and the Thursday. So I'm really excited by it. And it will be different in that sense, I think. And it will be different. We've really gone for quality over quantity. And the space that we've got this year at the Guildhall is just over 400 odd people. So it's going to be a specially curated group of people who will be there, and people will just love interacting with the great stars of the arbitration world who will be there. We have tried to we've reserved the bigger room for next year. We
have big ambitions for 2026.
It will be bigger and better next year, but not for the sake of it, because it's just what the public wants. So we're going to respond to public demand. We're already horribly oversubscribed. We've secured a great bunch of sponsors and supporting organisations, as Kevin said. So
it's a very good problem to have, really, in being horribly oversubscribed, Peter, as you call it. I mean, just for my capacity on the committee, I'm aware that with the event proposals process, there's been a lot of work behind the scenes to avoid clashes of content and to really make sure that, as you say, there's lots of options, but at the same time, not so many that it's a real struggle to work out how to fill your day. So there's been a lot of work that's gone into that. Just to sort of recap on the key points that you picked out, Peter. So it's a 5-day week. It's from the 1st to the 5th of December, starting with GAR on the Monday. There are a host of hosted events on Tuesday and Thursday, the flagship conference on the Wednesday, and then I'm sure Kevin will touch on, but the LCIA event is the sort of closing the week on the Friday. From a sort of practical aspect, Peter, can you just give a little bit of information about the flagship conference and how people get their spot?
Yeah, so apply for a place through the website, the londonarbitrationweek.co.uk. Go there and apply for a place. Because we are, as I say, already horribly oversubscribed, we will be selecting those who do get the ticket. It's a bit like... what is it, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and the golden tickets or something. But we will be selecting those. But you do have to apply by this week. We will be allocating or starting the allocation next week on the ticket. So it's really important, if you want a ticket for that flagship conference, to get your application in this week. So that's important. For the other events, you just sign up online. The GAR event, the LCIA event, the CIArb event, they're separately ticketed. But again, the website directs you to those to make your ticket applications.
Perfect. Thank you, Peter. And Kevin, as a supporting organisation for law, how and where can delegates connect with you and others from the LCIA across the course of the week?
Well, Maria, I suspect that we will be seeing you everywhere during the course of the weekend. And what I like is that we have a very good spread of LCIA staff, as seems to be a new habit for this institution. So we will have Director General, Deputy Director General, Registrar, Deputy Registrar, Counsel. We'll all be speaking at events, attending events. And we'd also welcome anyone to come by the IDRC. I made the very intentional choice to include my mobile number on my business card. So I think a lot of people would have my business card. So please come over and talk to us. We'll always have one of the lawyers that are there. And I think what's most interesting about this program is the kind of people that it's drawing. And those are sometimes the really fun things to do, is to be discussing those tricky procedural questions in the corridors and really getting to know people that you've worked with, perhaps on the papers, and getting to know them in person. And I just wanted to add a point about the program. Peter, when you say curated, that was the impression that I got when I looked at the program. So I had no involvement with it, so I can freely give compliments. And I would encourage everyone to look at the program. And I think what I see and what I notice there is that this is a program designed by practitioners, and effectively it is the people and topics that matter in arbitration that you would actually take time out of your day to go see. So I'm really looking forward to the program, and I'm very happy that LCIA is closing out the week with Tylney in town on Friday.
Excellent. So Peter, I guess a summary pitch, I guess, for LAW, but why should people come to London in the first week of December, aside from obviously the great shopping opportunities that the capital presents? What would be your sort of one key takeaway reason?
Well, I'm not going to restrict myself to one.
Oh, don't.
There are many sort of great things. I can't guarantee the weather, although I have been assured it's going to be lovely and it's going to be Christmassy. But both the merchant tailors and the Guildhall will be decked for Christmas, so it's going to be exciting and festive. It's going to be as Kevin has repeated my term of curated events. And when we set about the program, what we wanted was that it was such a good program that people would willingly leave the coffee breaks and come back in and listen. It's the perennial thing at conferences that people just want to chat and network during the coffee breaks. And of course they do. That's absolutely fine. That's part of their business is to make contacts. But we think that people will say, no, the content is so good. We'll catch up over the next break or over lunch or coffee and tea in the afternoon or whatever it is, that it's going to be so good that you won't want to miss it. There are top line speakers. All of our patrons are active during the Wednesday. So a really high quality event, professional opportunity, thought leadership issues, and global networking. It's going to be great.
Great. And Kevin, just to end the discussion, I won't restrict you to one thing either, but is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to from the week?
I suppose that it's the people and the content. And when I'm talking about arbitration roads leading to London, this conference seems a little bit different. And it's important for all of us as arbitration stakeholders. We're really the stewards of arbitration. So I think what I like to see from conferences and what I would hope would come from this conference is that you are discussing some of those thorny issues in arbitration, and then you're putting these into action. So whether that's being able to sort of resolve a procedural issue, getting new insights into sectors, the interaction of courts or arbitration, the overall rule of law. These are all very important elements. So over and above the networking and getting a chance to build some of those relationships, I really am attracted to the substance and what we're able to take from that substance, from all these conversations going forward, and how we put these into action points.
Excellent. Well, I'm aware of the time. I don't know if either of you had anything else to add before I wrap up.
Just thank you, Marie, for a great job in stewarding this. And as I've said, in all your behind the scenes work for the week, it's been great. It's going to be great. And I encourage you, if you haven't signed up yet, sign up. That's really important. If you don't sign up, we won't see you. So be there or you're going to miss out big time. And as somebody else might say, a gentleman who's quite prolific in the airways, thank you for your attention to this matter.
Thanks, Peter. So just to wrap up, London Arbitration Week, the inaugural week, is taking place from the 1st to the 5th of December with the flagship conference on Wednesday. Applications open until this Friday, 24th of October. Please also keep submitting your event proposals. We will have them open for another couple of weeks, but that will close soon as well. The website is londonarbitrationweek.co.uk, and keep tuned for some more videos coming from us soon. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.